Okay, so welcome to our first first live stream of this book. Let us see. We will learn this C coding, and so we are going to do these chapters. We have 24, yes, 24 chapters in this book. So we will be completing it by 30th of this November, hopefully, and we are going to do some examples over Arduino along with that, and maybe this RISC 5 chipset, and maybe Nano, uh, Arduino Nano, and we will be learning it at the most. So let us start with the first chapter, and I hope it will make me understand the C, because I was unable to find anyone who could make me learn C coding. So I bought this book. So this series would be like a review as well for this book, that if it is perfect enough for starting this thing. So let us start with chapter 1. So before we can begin to write the program, it will be interesting. Find out really is see how came into existence and blah 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 blah. C programming, it was started in AT&T Bell Laboratories of USA in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie. Okay, no need to understand that thing. C++, C hash, or Java make use of principle called object-oriented programming, OOP. It is called OOP. You need to basic programming skills, so it makes sense. Okay. Major parts of popular operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux, and Android are written in C. Okay, Linux and Android is also written in C. Moreover, if one is to extend the operating system to work with new devices, one needs to write device program, drive program. These programs are written exclusively in C. Yes, so C is very important. Common consumer devices like microwave, oven, washing machine, digital camera are getting smarter day by day. This smartness comes from microprocessors and operating system and the programming embedded in these devices. Yes, I want to learn embedded system, so that is why I'm learning this C from the basics. Okay. C is the language of choice while building such operation system and program. Mainly, I want to learn about not Arduino. Arduino is like something basic. I want to learn how to okay, here is my whole set. I want to learn this RISC 5. So slowly, this is RISC 5 chipset. I want to program this thing, not this thing. I have another one. This CH32V. I don't know. CS32V8 C6 something something. So mainly, I want to reach up to this level. But before reaching up to this level, I'll have to understand what is C. And then we will go to RISC reduced instruction set something something. Okay, so our first chapter. So which C are we learning? We are learning a brain Carnegie and Dennis Ritchie published the official description of C programming language in 1978. It is commonly referred as K and R. And in 1983, the National Standard Institute found I don't care. Getting started with C. So there is a close analogy between learning English language and learning C language. This is illustrated figure. So in English language, we learn about alphabets, then words, then sentences, and then paragraphs. So in C, we learn about alphabet, digits, special symbols. First of all, you need to learn these three things. Okay, it's not clear over there. It must be clear over here. Okay, so in English, we learn about alphabets, words, sentences, and paragraphs. But in C, we learn about alphabet, digit, and special symbols first, obviously, because when you learn these all those things previously, then you are going to move on to more advanced language, that is C, for a normal person, not for everyone. Coders are like geniuses. Okay, so we are going to learn about alphabets, digital digits, and special symbols, then constants, variables, and keywords. Okay, then instructions, and then the program will happen. Okay, same thing as like this. You learn the alphabet, you learn alphabet, digit, special symbol. Okay, words, you learn constants, variables, and keywords that are combined of these things. Just like words are made of alphabets, constant, variables, and keywords are made up of alphabet, digit, and special symbols. Okay, then instructions are made up of constant, variable, and keywords, just like sentences are made up of words. Okay, then program is made up of instructions. The complete instruction set is program, just like paragraph is made up of sentences. Okay, I understand. Easy, easy, very easy. Okay, I need to take care of this sound level, I think. Let us edit. No, it cannot edit. Okay. Okay. So alphabet, digit, special symbols. Okay. Okay. In figure 1.2, here is figure 1.2. Let us see what's in. Alphabets are A to B in caps lock, A to B in smalls. Digits are in 0 to 1, 0 to 9. And special symbols are a, a, at the rate, exclamatory, apostrophe, hashtag, uh, what do you call it? Percentage, and then I don't know this symbol. This is ampersand. This is multiplication. This is bracket. This is underscore. This is minus. This is plus. This is equal to. This is I don't know this thing. Okay. So this is backward slash. This is curly bracket, and then bracket, square bracket, and this one is colon. This semicolon, I think. This is I don't know, double comma something, and this is uh, less than, I guess. This is less than. This is greater than. This is less than. This is greater than, and this is comma dot question mark forward slash dollar. These are the symbols that are we going to use in the programming constants and variable and keywords. Constant, variable, and keywords. Okay, the alphabet, digit, and special symbols, when properly combined from constant, variable, keyword. The constant is an entity that doesn't change, whereas a variable is an entity. Okay, constant doesn't change and variable changes. That's in the name already. A keyword is the word that carries special meaning. In program languages, constant are often called as literal variables are called identifiers. Let us now see what different type of constant and variable are. See, okay, type of constant: primary constants and secondary constants. Okay, in primary constants, integer, real, character. Secondary concept: pointer, array, string, structure, union, enum. What is enum? I don't know what is enum. Okay. So at this stage, we would restrict our discussion only to primary constant. I mean to say this integer real characters, namely integer real character. Okay. Following rules have been laid down by construction. Okay. Rules for constructing integer constant. An integer constant must contain at least one digit. Okay. Okay. It must not contain a decimal point. Its value can be zero, positive, or negative. If no sign precedes an integer constant, it is assumed to be positive. Okay, commas or blanks are not called are not allowed. Okay, the allowable range from integer constant is minus 100,000, 10,000, lakh, crore, 10 crore. Beyond that, and that, beyond that, 2 1 4 7 4 8 3 6 or 8 2 minus 2 positive. Okay, I don't care. Okay, so truly speaking, the range of an integer constant depends upon the compiler. Okay, the compiler like Visual Studio CG, GCC, it has two rules of constructing constant. Real constant are often called floating points. Okay, okay. Floating is a number that has uh, dot after that, like 2.3, 3.4, 5.6. These are called real constants because they have value beyond point. Okay, so if you have to if you write float in the programming, it goes beyond dot. So every time you write float and you give it a number, you have to provide a dot zero, either even if it does not have a decimal value after it, but you have to write it in like point zero, like 426.0. Okay, so this is the thing you have to care about. It can be zero, positive, or negative. Okay, default sign is positive. Okay, comma blanks are not allowed with real constants. Okay, a real constant must contain at least one digit. Okay, done. Ta-da. Next, the exponential form is usually used if a value of constant is either too small or too large. It, however, does not restrict us from using exponential form from real constant. In exponential form, the real constant is represented in two parts. The part appearing before e is called mentissa, mentissa, whereas the part following is called exponent. Thus, point 0.0000342 can be written in the form of 3.42 e minus 4. Okay, so 3.42 e. Okay, how many digits have been left? Like 3 was beyond decimal, na? So 3 has come before. So 4 points have moved towards this part. So e power minus 4. In normal, it is 3.42 into 10 power minus 4. Okay, same. Okay, so Mantissa, whereas this is Mantissa, this is exponent. This is Mantissa, this is exponent. Okay, the following rule is constant. A letter E or E should separate the Mantissa as part, the exponential part. Okay, this is Mantissa, this is exponential part. E is there that defines how many zeros are before point. Okay. The Mantissa part may have positive and negative sign. Default sign is positive. The exponent must have at least one digit which may be positive or negative. Default sign is positive. Range of real constant expressed in exponential form is 3 e 3 point minus 3 point something something. Okay. Rule for constant character constant. A character constant is single alphabet digit or special symbol enclosed within single inverted commas. Now we are going for character. Character means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That character constant is a single alphabet. It is a single. Okay, so character already means single. Okay, the character constant is a single alphabet digit or special symbol enclosed within a single inverted comma. Both single inverted comma should point to left. Huh? For example, A, tishum, this thing. Okay, I need a pen. I need a pen. I need an apple. Pineapple. Where is the pen? Pen. I don't have a pen, so I'll search for a pencil. Okay. So here we can see. Okay, let me zoom it. Ting, Okay, now you can see clearly. I think. Let us zoom in full. Okay, it says that single inverted comma should point to the left. For example, A, this thing, left. It is pointing towards left. Is a valid character constant, whereas this thing, so this and this is not. So when we are writing this, A, I, 5 equal to types of C variables. Okay, let me zoom out. T, T, T. Okay, is this okay? Yes. A particular type of variable can store only the same type of constant. Okay. For example, an integer, if you write int, it will only save integers. If you say char, whatever it is, it will save only character. Okay. Real constant and character can store only character and many types of constants. Okay, in C programming, many calculations are done. These result of these calculations are stored in some cell location in computer memory. To make the retrieval uses of memory cells, you give a name since value stored in location, change in number. The rule of constructing different type of constant are different. However, for constructing variable type, a set of rules apply. Rules for constructing variable names. A variable name is combination of 1 to 31 alphabets. How many? 31? I didn't. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. 15 15 6 21 21 26. There are 21 digits. How can be 31? Okay. Digits or underscores. Okay. Some compilers allow variable name whose length could up to be 247 character. However, you should not create unnecessary long variables as it adds to your typing effort. The first character in the variable name must be an alphabet or underscore. Okay. See, like this. First is always a character. S alphabet, sorry. S I underscore int. You defined it int pop underscore e underscore 89 avg average basic underscore salary. Okay, we should always create meaningful variable names. For example, while calculating simple interest, we should construct name like principal, prin, roy, rest of interest, I don't know, noi, none of your interest, to represent principal. Rate of interest and number of years. Okay, rate of interest. This is rate of interest, not rest of interest. Rate of interest, noise, number of years, rather than alphabetary variables like A, B, or C. Okay, you understood? Okay, my friend. Tada. Okay, rules for creating variable name remain for all type of primary and secondary. So it differentiate between variable. It is compulsory to declare that type. Okay. So here you can see we are we are telling it to be variable type. Int, that means it is an integer. This thing is going to be integer. Float, it means it is going to be real integer. Char, it means it will be holding character A, B, C, D. This will be holding decimal point values, 0.01. This int is going to hold like 1, 2, 3, 4 particulars. Okay, now you understood. C keywords. Keywords are the words whose meanings has already been explained to the C compiler. Okay, there are only 32 keywords available. Okay, you have to remember these words to learn C. Okay, you have to learn them. These are auto, break, case, char, const, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, and extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register, return, short, signed, size of, static. Okay, struct, switch, type def, union, unsigned, void, violate, while. Okay, how many do I know? I know auto. Okay, let me close my eyes and remind. Int, car, float. Okay, this is int, car, float, double, auto, break, case, 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 and type def. Okay, long, short, uh, signed, unsigned. Yes, struct. I don't know. If, else, while, for. Uh, okay, do. I don't know. Do, register, return. Yeah, I know return. Enum. What is enum? I don't know what is enum. Okay. The keyword should not be used as variable name. However, variable, if you are going to name some variable, okay, like this thing, this thing. If you're going to name some variable, you're not doing it like car underscore salary. No, you're writing before it car basic salary. Okay. So the keyword should not be used variable name. However, some C compilers allow you compiler vendor provide additional. Okay. Uh, all of this is being regulated by ANSI committee, whatever. Okay. Underscore keyword should be ASM. If you're writing some, it should be underscore ASM. The first C program once, okay, we are going to look at the first C program. Okay. The first program is very simple. It calculates simple interest for a set of values represented principal, number of years, and rate of interest. Okay. Calculation of simple interest. Let me not dirty my book. Calculation of simple interest. Author GK. Date this. Okay. Nothing to. Okay. So if something is written between this forward slash and star, and then star, and then again forward slash, that does not count in the program, or it is like anything is followed by double slash or star slash, it is not included in the program. Now you know it. Okay. Every program starts with hashtag include std standard input output dot h, where dot h is the file. Okay, till now what I understand. So int main, here you can say void main is also written somewhere. Here is int main, integer is main. So how will you start? You start with curly bracket int p n. Now here you are defining integer as p and n. You are defining float, real integer that will contain dot point just 7.56.5. Okay, this is float. So that is why we are defining r and si as float. Int pn, that means this is going to be uh, this is not going to be decimal character. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4 directly. Okay, now you understand. Okay, p is equal to 1000. See, p is equal to 1000. Now here we are defining after every what do you say, after every variable, what it is variable, yes, after every variable, you every command you type semicolon, this 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 p is equal to 1000, n is equal to 3. See, n is equal to 3, but for r it is 8.5. Okay, so we have to calculate SI, simple interest. So here we are writing the simple formula for simple interest. SI is equal to POR, sorry, P multiply N multiply R divided by 100. This is the formula. PRN. P and R, P multiply N multiply R divided by 100 semicolon. Print f, this is another command. Print is also a command. Have we seen it here? Okay. Print f, so double slash percentage f forward slash n, no, backslash n is recalling the answer for this thing. Okay, whatever has been calculated here, n will recall this thing. So si forward slash f is for float. The number is floating because it includes 8.5. So when multiplied or divided, it will somehow give a this point number. So here we are. It will be like p 1000 multiply 8.5 multiply 3 divided by 100. So how much will it be? 3000 into 8.5. 3000 into 8.5. 5, 3, 15, 1, 3, 24, 25. Let us cut 1 0 from here. Okay, 24, 25, 0, 0. Okay, so answer would be 25500.0. Okay, here is detailed. Okay. Form of each instruction is written in separate statement. The statement is program must appear in the same order in which we wish them to be executed. Okay. Blank space must be inserted between two words to improve the readability of the statement. All statements should be in lowercase letter. Every C statement must end with the semicolon. Okay, it is called semicolon. Okay, sorry. Every statement should be ending up with semicolon. Uh, it acts as a terminator. Usually, each line contains one statement. However, you can write multiple after provide semicolon. You can write in PN. After that, you can write float RSI, but you have to do this thing after that. This thing. Okay, you can write however, but it is not a clean method, so don't do this. It gets your book dirty as well as your program dirty. So you need not to do that. Okay. Comments. Usually each line contains one statement. However, you can write multiple statement in one line. Okay. Comments in C program. Comments C, like this is a comment. Okay. Whatever is, I have already told you whatever has been written in forward slash, then star, star, then forward slash. Between two forward slashes, it is comment for the programmer. Okay, a programmer can remind this thing can remind him that why you have written this thing over here. Okay, it can give the insight for the written line, whatever is written. So just like this. Okay, so it can be written like this, or you can do two forward slashes. Okay, any number of comments will be written between. Okay, if you have started this thing till it stops, it is comment, and then the thing starts, and you have to do this every time. Okay, it can be before the program or it can be behind the program. So you can write how many lines you want. Okay, C of SI, then forward slash again, then this and double slash. It should, whatever you have written in the starting, it should be in the ending for the same amount of numbers. This, and of this. Okay, it'll just like this comment is going for 3 lines, and it doesn't matter how many lines you take, but it has to end with this. Okay, it can be also used as I told you forward slash. If you use forward slash, then you need not to have ending like forward slash. It will take only one line. Okay, till the time you write it. The moment you write another line, okay, and you do this thing, it will automatically understand that this thing has stopped. And what is main? This thing, main bracket. Main is a crucial part of any C program. Let us understand its purpose as well. This is main is a function. Okay, it is a container for set of statements. A C program may have multiple functions. If it contains only one function, it has to be main function. Okay, it can have many function, main, void, or you can define any function. It can understand that thing, but this thing. This thing defines that it is a function. All statements that belongs to main are enclosed within these pair of braces, what you call curly brackets. Okay. Like functions in calculator, function in C also return a value main. This is the value that is being returned by the whole function that is written. Always return an integer value. Hence, there is an int bit before main. Okay, it always returns integer value, either 1 or 0. Okay, it is non-return type of function. The integer value that we are returning is 0. 0 indicates success. If statement main fails, the intended work we can return to non-zero number from main. This would indicate failure. If the set of instructions have passed, the return will be 0. If the set of instruction is not passing, it can be anything from 1 to 1000 or main or 1000, 10,000, 100,000. I don't care. The way to watch the value returned by main varies from compiler to compiler. Okay, turbo C, I don't care. Some compilers take turbo C even permit to use. Okay, in such cases, permits. Okay, some compilers like turbo C++ even permits us to return nothing from main. In such cases, we should reside with the keywords void. Now you get it. You use void where you do not want anything in return. You're not caring about whether the return is 0 or not. But this is non-standard way of writing the main function we should discuss. Okay. Variable and their uses. Any variable used in the program must be declared before it's used. Int p n float rsi. It is declaration of the program of the variable. It is the declaration of variable. Like we are declaring that int p and n are integers. We are declaring that. Okay, sorry. We are declaring that p and n are integers. We are declaring that r and si are float, and si is already here. P r n is already here. They are declared, and okay, nothing end. Okay, in statement Si is equal to Prn divided by 100. This is multiply and this is divide. Arithmetic. These are arithmetic operators. Star, divide. These are arithmetic operations like this. Plus, minus, multiply, uh, divide, remainder. Okay. So how do you remember which come first? Like if you have written like 1 multiply 4 divided by 3 plus 2 minus 5 plus 6. Okay. The remainder of 7 something. Okay. Percentage of 7. What we call is something different. Okay. Quotient of, I think. I don't recall it. How you remember it? Like first it it goes from left to right. I have remembered it like Madras, Mdras, Madras. So multiply comes first, whatever it is, you multiply first, wherever. Okay, D, then divide. Okay, then division comes first, then you divide. R, remainder, this thing, and then addition and then subtraction. It's Madras. Okay. So you first multiply, then you divide, then you R for remainder, then you do this thing, and then you do A addition, and then you do subtraction. We will learn it later on how these things goes on in C. Okay, printf. Printf. C does not contain any keyword to display output screen. All output to screen is achieved using ready-made library functions like printf. This is a ready-made function. Printf is a ready-made function. Once the value of SI is calculated, it needs to displayed on the screen. So we use printf, these two brackets, to do so. To be able to use the printf function, it is necessary to use the include stdios, standard std, standard input output dot h at the beginning of the program. Include processor directive. Its purpose to clarified in chapter 12. Okay, very long. The general form of printf function is printf, then two semicolon. These what do you call it? I don't remember. These two commas. Formatting string, list of variables. How you do it? Formatting string. In formatting strings, you can write percentage f if the value is point 0, 0.1, 2, 3, whatever it's coming. Point percentage d if it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 directly, and percentage c if it is a, b, c, d, e, f. Okay. In addition to format like percentage d, f, c, the format string may also contain other characters. These characters are printed as they are when printf is executed. Okay. Given below. Okay, this is the example how you do it. Print f percentage f. So why we wrote float f percentage f over here? Because si is going to be uh, a real integer. Because whatever you divide or multiply with real integer, it becomes real integer. Real is point whatever has a decimal in it. Okay, si will become uh, real integer. Printf percentage d percentage d percentage f percentage f. P is integer, so percentage d. N is integer, so percentage d. F is sorry, R is real, so it is percentage f. Si is real, so percentage f. Simple interest. So printf, what you are going to print over here is simple interest is equal to rupees, and then percentage f, whatever will be the value of si. Percentage f. See what will be written on the screen. Simple interest is equal to rs. This is the printing screen, and the answer of si would be printed through percentage f. Percentage f will denote to this thing. Whatever value will come here, it will be written over here. Printf principal is equal to what you are going to print is principal is equal to, this is going to be same, principal is equal to, then percentage d. Percentage d will show that it is an integer, that whatever is coming. Okay, forward slash n, that means next line. In the next line will be written, see, we write for, it is backward, for forward, backward, I don't know, backward or forward slash. This slash you use backward, I think. And rate is equal to percentage FPR. So whatever be the value of P will be written over here. Whatever will be the value of R will be written over here. Okay. See, the rate is 8.5, so we write percentage F. The output is split over two lines because new character. Okay, so here it is telling you about same thing I told. The output is split over two lines because new line character forward slash n is there. Here is forward backward slash button is there n. So the new line will become. This will be the answer for this thing. This thing for this thing for this last line. This is what is going to be on your screen. Principal is equal to, principal is coming same as like this, is equal to, till is equal to, and then percentage d, the value of p is 1000, as we have already seen there, it is written over here. Rate is equal to, and then forward slash backslash n will take the cursor to the next line automatically. and rate is equal to 8.50000000 will be written over. Okay. Printf can print values variable as well as the results of an expression like 3 plus 2 and a b multiply c. Compilation and execution. Once you have written program, you need to type it and instruct the machine to execute it. Two other programs are needed to do this: editor and compiler. Editor let use type of program where compilers convert other program into machine language system. This conversion is necessary since machine understand only machine language. Okay. There are many IDEs like Adreno IDE. Adreno has its own IDE, and you have other IDEs like Kale and what have I used till now? Dave C. Many IDs. Let me check. There are many IDs where you can. Visual Studios is an IDE. Okay, it's integrated development environment. Okay, this IDE already has the what you should say. It is also a program that compiles the program what you have written and shows it on your screen. Okay. Mm, Microprocessors have their own like STM32, STM8, Kale, and bare metal programming. For that you have another IDEs. There are a lot of IDEs available in on online, and you can use them to compile whatever you have written into particular machine. Okay, every machine has its own type of IDE. It's a user interface kind of thing where you don't have to worry about coding even the code. In our first program, assume PNR value 1000. Receiving input. Okay, how do you receive input? PNR. We have like we started the program. Okay, in that program we already provided the value. But what if you want to take value while doing the work, and computer asks you what value do I need to calculate? So then what you do is there is a function called scanf. We use the function called printf for printing the answers. Now you use scanf to take the input by the user. Okay. uh, this can be achieved by using scanf. Okay, here is an example to illustrate it. Okay, calculation of simple interest. Author DK whatever. Okay, include stdio dot h this in int main. Okay, this int p and float rsi print enter the value of p and r. See, this thing will be printed on your screen. Print f. Okay, this is the function, predefined function. So enter the value of p and r will be written on your screen. Now you will be given a space. The cursor will move to next line and it will start blinking. Okay, okay, like this. Now you will write like 1 comma 3 comma 5. So whatever you will be writing, it will, and the compiler will understand it and put the value of these things into this p, n, and r, and then this thing will be calculated and this thing result will come out. Okay, okay, these were by blanks. You have to separate them. Okay, so that computer understands what you are writing. Like you are writing 1000 comma or space 5 comma or space 5 is 15.5. Okay, so this way computer will understand that you have written the value of p and r, and it will put directly into p, n, and r. Okay, so first chapter is completed. It takes around 1 hour to complete one chapter, basic chapter. Okay, so I hope you learned a good amount of it. There are some programs in it we can study here include std, io.h, int main, float, bp, da, hra, grp, gpay, gra, grp, grp. Okay, print f. Okay, this thing will come on to your enter the basic salary of Ramesh. Okay, now you will enter the basic salary of Ramesh over here and it will go here and it will be it will be saved in this portion bp. Okay, because it says ampersand of bp. Bp's value will be basic salary of Ramesh, basic pay. So percentage f is given over here because it can be around 52,400 and 0.26 whatever. So da is equal to zero point 0.4 of bp. HRA is 0.2% of BP. GRP is BP plus DA plus HRA. Printf, okay, this thing will be printed. Basic salary of Ramesh is percentage F forward slash N. Okay, next line it will take BP. It will enter the value of BP, like whatever have you have written over here. It will be shown like basic salary of Ramesh is 1,000 and then dearness allowance DA is equal to percentage F of percentage F backslash N next line DA. Okay, here this thing will stop. So this thing will be taken from DA. DA is 0.4% of BP. So like this. Now I think you have understood the first chapter completely. I hope it was easy for you. I hope you learned something from this chapter. And we are going to start the next chapter very soon. Thank you. Take care and keep watching. And I hope there are people who really want to understand what is C programming. Ta-da!